Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another Generator Rex reaction for you guys. This is Season 1, Episode 17. Of course, I will not know the title until I get into the episode. Last week's episode, let's just get to the point, wasn't that great. Now look, I love this show, and I think that's why I was a little harsh on it, because I think this show has the potential to be great all the time, even with episodes that are on the filler side that really don't push the story or anything really forward. But I was expecting more than the episode. Now, something I forgot to mention in the review is that Rex did die and he was brought back. And what brought him back, which I didn't notice until someone pointed it out in my Discord, is that the thing that Rylander injected in him episodes back, and of course when Rex asked him, what is it? Everything. Like, he's like, what'd you do? What was that? Everything. That saved Rex's life, or that brought him back. So if that was not injected in Rex, he'd be dead right now, right? No more Rex. So interesting, definitely changes my perspective in terms of that little element, which I forgot to mention in my review because I was just so like focusing on the negative. I understand this show, among a lot of shows that I've watched, have episodes that are not as great as others. I just know that this show could be better, and I feel like they could have done more with the episode, or maybe just wrote something completely different in terms of what the episode would have been about. But regardless, I still love this show, and I'm hopeful this episode's gonna be better. So let's dive in, guys. Let's check it out. Let's see what happens. Episode 17 of Season 1 of Generator Rex. Let's go. Oh, more basketball. It's good to see him back, though. We haven't seen him in a while.
It's only level 2. Oh, wait.
Damn. There you go. There you go.
You try fighting these things without some fancy sword popping.
We've seen him before, okay.
You could never do what we do. Next time some Evo tries to eat your brain, don't come crying to me. Can you believe those guys? Providence Basic looks tough. I mean,
Oh no, he's gonna go, okay.
you?
Make way, start a revolution.
Captain Kalen tells
Basic.
me you wanna taste the
Basic
base.
is the title.
Yeah, but not. They're studying me. Fire team can
More like studying, probably.
technical
Oh wait.
deficiencies of this particular special agent. I'll check back with you first thing tomorrow morning. Enjoy your stay. He was really nice.
Wakey, wakey. Of course, it's raining. Wake up.
That is Providence property you just abused.
Hey,
I'm guessing he's not supposed to be doing this.
You think that was too easy?
Try to keep up. Mmm.
223.
Oh, they're still going.
Where did you maggots learn to brush your teeth?
Can't you even disassemble a simple neural detention grid? I can do more with one hand. My job is to train
Yeah,
soldiers.
train.
Every
Yeah.
minute I spend with you. Help! Hello!
Well,
We don't have anything to prove to him.
that's true. You can just leave right
He's
now.
back at your place with a pizza. And hey, not that this is a big deal or anything, but just for a future reference, you're going down first, which means you quit basic before I did. What? I'm not quitting.
They were about to leave too.
Better rest up. Tomorrow's the start of the toughest 5 days of basic.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it's pain week, maggots. You have no idea what's coming. This is pain week.
Pain week.
5 solid days. Mechanical failure can happen anytime you're in the air. Your objective: crash land this plane.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully. Let me back. Into a crashing plane. Time to go. No, I got it. I got it.
You don't got it.
Got it. So, what's a perfect score around here? You guys give out A's, or is it more of a 1 to 100 system? So you four are gonna do it again and again until you get it right.
Ugh. What is that?
I can't take it anymore.
You're done. Bye-bye.
Time to face the cage.
Cage? What? What the fuck? Oh! They brought that Evo back. Okay, that guy. Oh!
That's Weaver. I drained most of his nanites and left him down a 1,000-foot hole in Antarctica. Sorry, Ron Bauer. You know what this means.
Bye-bye. He seems sad. Really? Oh.
I'm
just gonna let you read it for yourself on the board.
I didn't come here to ruin your life. I just want to beat Noah at something.
Wow, I mean, I'm only here because Providence saved my family's life, and I want to repay my debt to them.
It's not fair. Him going down there with all his powers. How are we supposed to compete with that?
What do you know about this Evo? I know
Well-
I already kicked his butt once this week.
Well,
Well, then I guess I'm gonna have to find you a more suitable challenge. You're up now.
shit, she's fucked.
You got a problem, Cadet?
That thing is dinging a loud noise. You would think that, you know, someone would hear that. And they're all gonna get out. She is done for. Well, we know she's not. This is bad. This is bad. Oh. Let's go. Come on. Hey, she's holding her own. I'll give her that right now. She's not dead yet. How are they gonna fight that with no weapons?
But we've actually met before.
Eat fist. Oh shit. Oh, now they're stuck down there, I think. Ow.
You should have left me down here.
I don't know how you got out.
Well, because that girl fucked up. And she thought she was gonna try to screw you over. Round and around and around and around. Oh. Oh, that's bad. Come on, let's work together.
That's why we have to distract those things so Rex can use his.
That's insane!
Maybe, but it's what Providence grunts are trained to do.
I mean, that was good. Eat gun. This throws it. I mean, it does have ammo, so. Shit. Yep. Saved the day. It's more like just like getting their attention, really. Wow. Really?
I messed with the collar.
You messed up.
Forget it. Sometimes when you want to be number one bad enough.
Sir, you should know I was the one who...
Yeah, we all know
Yeah.
you were the one who saved the day by pulling all those Evos off me. Doesn't mean you should get 2 medals. I think maybe someday I might.
Hey. Okay.
Make it 10.
There you have it, guys. That was season 1, episode 17, Basic. Just simple title, Basic. Which makes sense because Noah and Rex decided, let's see if we can actually handle being a grunt, being a Providence soldier. Let's see if we can handle training. And turns out they can to an extent. Not really, because at one point they wanted to leave, and then the whole ego thing came in. Well, technically, you, Noah, you're leaving and quitting first. Like, no, that's not it. You mentioned it first. Well, so there's a whole interesting thing there. So this was a better episode. And what was really interesting, too, I think, about it is that we actually got to see some Evos we've seen before, especially the gigantic one, the freaking behemoth, like kaiju size one. We get to see it again. And we get to see a couple more we haven't seen in a bit, and some new ones that we've not seen before, at least not that I can remember. There's been a lot of different Evos and a variety of different looking Evos, so it's kind of hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure some of them we've not seen before, or it was like very like quick and it was just kind of like forgotten or whatever, because there was like a more important thing going on in the story that they were just kind of there and they were gone. But anyways, so it was good to see Noah back in the episode, like, because we haven't seen Noah in a bit. It's been a bit, and I'm glad that Rex, you know, thinking more on it, I'm glad that Rex was able to kind of forgive him for basically how their friendship up to a point till he found out, and it was pretty early on, because I was expecting it to last for quite a while, that, you know, Noah was hired to be Rex's friend and everything, but I'm glad that he's actually seeing him as actually a friend and not, you know, just still having these issues towards him. But it was cool to see them kind of, you know, basically go against each other in terms of who can last the longest in training. It also gives us really good insight into the actual soldiers, or the grunts, if you will, of Providence, because we've seen them quite a lot throughout the show, which makes sense because, well, the show is heavily focused on Providence and Rex and everything, and then, of course, Dr. Holiday and Six and, you know, Bobo. But it was cool to see from their perspective kind of what their training is and everything, because they're always out there fighting Evos. Rex comes in to save the day. But there's a thing to where they're kind of there to help crowd work and to actually fight the Evos, and like there's a lot of things they do, and Rex doesn't have to go through that kind of training. He doesn't have to do that because he's an Evo. He has powers, so he doesn't have to worry about all of that. So he actually got to, and of course he actually mentioned at the very end of the episode, he actually appreciates and understands them more because a number of them, obviously the girl who freaking turned off the collars and everything during the training session, and then she was the one being sent down there, not Rex, because he's already fought that kind of rock lava Evo we got to see at the beginning of the episode, which had some crazy, like, just ridiculous powers. She was under the mindset that Rex shouldn't even be here, and I'm assuming there's a lot of them, because they've kind of addressed that a little bit too within the show, that there are some grunts, basically soldiers, but they say grunts, but the soldiers of Providence, a number of them don't see Rex the same way that others do in the people, of course, out there, the public, because Providence, like the soldiers, like they're doing the work, and Rex is just coming in and kind of saving the day and doing all this craziness, and they're not seen as being helpful, or they're not seen as the same, and they're doing all this extra work to train and prepare and everything, and Rex just has these Evo abilities. So some of them look at him differently, including the girl, and I forget what her name was, but she was just really, really not liking Rex at all, saying, I don't even know why you're even here. And I get her frustration, I get her point, I got something in my eye, I'm noticing it, it's like really bothering my eye, I'm like, oh god, it's got to get out. It might be an Evo, it might be over for me. So, interesting little tidbit too, I thought was interesting, is that Noah at the end of the episode is like, well, maybe one day I might get in. So Noah might become a Providence grunt or work for Providence, which would be very interesting, because technically he was, because he was hired to be Rex's friend, but not in a sense like in terms of like working at Providence. But that'd be interesting, because eventually I don't know how the show would, how the show does this, or if they do this, I don't know. If they age up the characters, or if they start progressing in age, eventually Noah's going to get out of high school, and he's going to have to figure out what he wants to do in his life. So maybe he's found his purpose, because he was the one, especially during that whole training session where they're safely, which is like what? Safely crashing an aircraft, because Rex, of course, saved them the first time, and the guy who was kind of their leader or whatever, who had the one arm, which I don't think we met him before, but he had that robotic arm. He was saying, you're not always going to be there, Rex, to save all the soldiers when there's a crash land. Like, that's true, because a lot of the times when there's a call or something, sometimes Rex and them get there first, sometimes. Other times, Providence, like soldiers or whatever, they're already there. Rex is not always going to be readily available to save people if there's a crash or a malfunction in a ship or whatever. He's not going to be able to come save them. So, and the thing was, Noah was excited, because Rex was like, look over him when they were showed the lineup of all the aircraft they're going to have to try to safely crash again and again and again until they get it right. Rex turns to Noah and says, hey man, if you want to quit now, we quit. Like, basically, if you want to quit first. Noah excitedly runs off to the training of crashing safely a plane or aircraft or whatever, the thing they're going to be crashing. So it seems like he was excited for it. And the thing is, too, he was dissecting that Evo as well during that dissecting session as well. So I think we found what Noah wants to do in life. Maybe this is what he can do in his life. I don't know. But it was cool to see the dynamic with them together in the episode, because like I was mentioning earlier, he's not really been around much lately, which understandable. There's been a lot of this stuff going on, other storylines. How do you incorporate? Because it made more sense early on when Rex first meets Noah, and he's trying to like show him around and everything. And it's like, at a certain point, if Noah's always around all the time, then there's certain things they probably can do story-wise, because he'd be involved in how do you incorporate him and make it make sense, instead of him just sitting around not doing much. So he was actually helpful within the episode as well. I don't know if we're going to see these other characters again, the ones we got to meet within the episode in terms of these grunts and the trainer. I don't know if we will. Probably not. Maybe if we do, it'll be like a one-off thing. But it was cool to see some other characters, and we didn't see Dr. Holiday and Bobo, Bobo doesn't always show up. But when he does, I think it's always funny. But he's not always in the show. And of course, no Agent 6 as well. So interesting little switch up here in terms of this episode, in terms of focusing on Noah, Rex, and the kind of training of being a grunt within Providence. So I'm glad overall this was a better episode. I did enjoy it. It wasn't like an amazing episode, but I at least had more fun with this episode, and seeing Rex and the grunts working together to take out these variety of Evos is always a good time. So overall, had a good time with this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'm curious what you guys about the episode. I was fumbling. I felt it. I was going. I'm like, nope, no, stop. And I couldn't stop myself. Man, words. What did you guys think of the episode? Whatever thoughts you have, guys, please let me know in the comments below. That's what I was trying to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.